Hari Om. How can we manage the different objectives in our life? The kind of priorities that we want to fulfill in our life will also want to focus well and engage with the practice of Maha Yoga. We all have so many things to achieve in our life, different objectives, priorities, A, B, C, D, E, F, a long list will be there. So how to manage the different priorities and also keep this priority of being in the practice of Maha Yoga. When a person starts with this practice of Maha Yoga, in the beginning, naturally, he or she will have a set of objectives, A, B, C, D, E, and maybe 6th or 7th or 8th or 9th down the line, there will be an objective that I should do well with the practice of Maha Yoga. So we will want to become successful in life, we would want to earn a lot of money, we want to build our own house, we want to buy a new car, new vehicle, we want to buy a farmland, we want to go to these many countries and enjoy our holidays. We want to go to this holiday resort and be there for a week or so. We want to go to some sea coast. We want to go to some hill station. We want to go to some hotel to eat some good food. We want to watch some movies or some events. So there are so many different kind of objectives, short-term, long-term objectives we want to fulfill in our life. As long as the objective about the practice of Maha Yoga is towards the end of that list, we will not make a significant progress on the path. But to the extent one can be consistent with the practice, slowly and slowly, gradually, that particular priority would be rising up the ladder, the priority to do well with the practice of Maha Yoga. So gradually that priority regarding the practice of Maha Yoga goes up from 15 to 10 to 8 to 7 to 5 to 4 to 3 and then it will come to the first place, the main objective in our life. Only when this practice of Maha Yoga gains highest focus in our life, one will be able to see a rapid growth on this practice. It will happen in due course of time. So once this focus on the practice becomes the main thing in life, then all other different objectives will fall in place of its own accord. They shall be fulfilled, or sometimes they may not be even fulfilled. But we will not really bother about that because our main focus is on the practice of Maha Yoga, to be in the presence of Bhagavan all the time. We may try to accomplish some other objectives. It may happen, it may not happen too, but we will not really worry about that because our mind is centered on the presence of Bhagavan. So this kind of extreme focus, total attention on the presence of Bhagavan, the Supreme Being, Nirguna Brahman, Atma, God, Aham, I am, is always there, then, only then, we shall ever remain in the presence of Bhagavan. This extreme focus, extreme dispassion for things which are not the pure. So what are the things which are not pure? Anything beyond pure, anything beyond the presence of Bhagavan, thoughts, emotions, feelings, worldly objects, this thing, that thing, everything is termed as Vishayas. Vishayas means worldly objects. So anything beyond I am or the presence of Bhagavan, the pure, they are called as Vishayas. They are actually external to us. So to the extent our mind is not on these Vishayas, to that extent our attention will be on the presence of Bhagavan. So we need to develop extreme vairagya, dispassion. How? Only by keeping our attention on the presence of Bhagavan, the pure eye. To the extent we attend to this presence, pure eye, all the time, to that extent our dispassion will grow in strength, and we will naturally not focus towards worldly objects. As and when any thoughts arise, in that very moment we will be able to eradicate that particular rising thought, so that our attention will again go back to the presence of Bhagavan. So what will happen is that in due course of time, no unwanted thoughts shall take shape. They may arise. At the moment they arise, our attention will be there. We will be aware of that rising of that particular thought, so that the moment we are aware, the moment a particular thought arises, in that same moment we will be aware of that rising of thought, and in that very moment that thought would be removed, because our attention will again go back to remain in the presence of Bhagavan. The moment we watch a particular thought, then our eye thought will disconnect itself from that rising thought. It will remain by itself, and when the eye thought remains by itself as it is, then it will subside and merge with the pure eye. So what remains is that pure eye until the next thought arises. So that way, with extreme focus, extreme attention, we will be able to remain in the presence of Bhagavan, pure eye, all the time. This way, whatever objectives which has to be fulfilled in our life as per our destiny, prarabdha karma, will naturally get fulfilled by the grace of Bhagavan, and whatever may not get fulfilled, we will not really worry about that, because our attention is always on the presence of Bhagavan. They do not matter to us, because everything happens by the will of Bhagavan. It is Bhagavan's grace that is guiding all of us in this practice. The fact that we are trying to engage with the practice of Maha Yoga itself is the very grace of Bhagavan. Let us keep this in mind all the time and be in the presence of Bhagavan forever. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva.